out to him. This is the Pitch Whisperer Day, guys. Let's get to the money.
Let's get to the
money.
Let's get to the
money. Let's get to the motherfucking money.
Fuck the bookies, fuck the bookies. FTV screaming fuck the bookies, 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 fuck the bookies. FTV screaming fuck the bookies, fuck the bookies, fuck the bookies. Middle finger in your ass, screaming fuck the bookies. Woke up in the morning, grab my little black book. Yesterday can eat a dick, cause we lost by the hook. Can't win them all, so you never see me get shook. Today's a new day, the bookmaker's getting cooked. When I spot a dirty keg of 4 units getting played, always find the value, I will never be afraid. Scary money don't win, but I'm not going all in unless I see a bet I love, then I put my balls on a bookie's chin. Let it all soak in, doubling my bread, winning money with my friends. If you got the itch and you wanna go big, follow Sharpie bets and you gon' really fucking win. This is not financial advice, it's entertainment. But if I find the right price, believe I'm parlaying it. You can see my spreadsheet, I'm winning, not just saying it. Profit in the green every week, I'm never negative. I can bet an ace or a shitty old picture. Pick the right spots cause I'm the K-Prop whisperer. Shut up when I speak until you finally get the picture. I'm the best in the world, tell me you getting richer. Fuck the bookies, fuck the bookies. FTV screaming fuck the bookies, 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 fuck the bookies. FTV screaming fuck the bookies, fuck the bookies, fuck the bookies. Middle finger in the air screaming fuck the bookies.
Let's get to the motherfucking monies. That's exactly what we do on this show. We get to the money. Shout out to the chat. You guys rock. Already as many likes, as many people. We on our way. It's Monday. Shout out to you and welcome to the Balking Dead. I'm your host, Sharpies Bets, and this show is still sponsored by Prize Picks. So if you haven't already, go on over there. Use that promo code PubSports. Your first match to deposit up to $100, minimum of $25. They got you. So shout out to you all. Twitter world, this video will end shortly. Hit the link. Come join the chat, and we are here to get to the monies. I have 2 dirty Ks. One was waiting for a lineup, and I'm actually still waiting on another lineup, guys. But, yeah, we ain't here to listen about how Sharpie's doing, how y'all doing. We're here to talk about K-Prop. So shout out to you all. Last Friday, I did not clarify which one was the show bet, so I got to take both those on the chin as losses for the show. So our fucking on our way to 1K is now down to 8 wins, 4 losses at a plus 295 if you're betting to win $100. Today I have 2 dirty Ks. I will clarify which one will be the show bet and which one actually the numbers say fuck no, don't run, but I'm like, nah, this is playoff baseball. This is where you throw out the numbers. So let's get into the 6K props we're going to talk about today, and let's get into the monies. First one up on the board is the first one we're going to go swimming in. We're going to go dirty. I needed a lineup, and let's talk about Logan Gilbert, and I got that lineup. 6+ at minus 112 is now at a 6+ minus 118. Logan Gilbert at the Angels, 5.5 on Prize Picks, 32.5 on Fantasy Score. Averages 8.6K per 9 at home, 8.3 on the road, and he is on the road here. He dominates the left-handed side with a 9.4K per 9 compared to 7.7 on the right-handed side. And that's where I needed the lineup. They were projected 5 right-handed, 4 left-handed. I was content with 5 left-handed, 4 right-handed if that's what they gave me. And nah, I got better than that. We got Christmas right here, guys, and this is the show bet. 7 left-handed bats, 2 right-handed bats. You're giving me what this guy dominates. It's not just what he dominates in the K range. I speak about this all the time. He holds lefties to a 201 batting average compared to a 280 from the right-handed side. So I can project him to be out there longer, and he strikes them out even better. Oh, it's time to get dirty, guys. Let's talk about number 22 in the black book. Now, I love this spot, guys. It's the 3rd time seeing this team. You've seen them back June 19th and on July 25th. Oh, no, June 19th and the 25th on a back-to-back. And these teams were trash back then, guys. They had 6 walk percent, 30 strikeout percentage, 7.3 walk percent with a 30 strikeout percentage. And they weren't really hitting the ball for average, but their OPS and ISO was legit, guys. They were at a 164 ISO, 196 ISO, and their OPS was at a 682, 715. So they definitely, when they hit the ball, it's going far. But they were definitely striking out a boatload like they have been all year, and nothing's much changed in the numbers. Both of these games, he went 6 innings, 2 earned runs with 6 strikeouts. And the very next game in a back-to-back, 5.2, 3 earned runs with 7 strikeouts. He hit this number both times versus them. So when I dig through him in the black book, he's seen the 27 strikeout percentage number 3 times this year. He has 6 strikeouts or more in every one of these spots. And now he's getting a team that's striking out at a 27.1% clip, walking at a 6% clip. Their average OPS is pretty much dead on where he's seen them at already this year. And it's the same ISO as the first time he's seen them. So nothing in these numbers tell me to run. Everything tells me this is a spot to fucking get dirty with. So give me the guy who strikes out lefties and lefties can't hit at a 6+. Please and thank you. And then let's get into the other guy, which I see a lot of people on already. And if the lineup speaks to me, I already found the way I bet him. So I'll talk to you how I bet him when I get to the way I bet him. But let's talk about Edward Cabrera versus these Cubs. 6.5 on Prize Picks, 33.5 on his fantasy score. 7+ at -124 this morning is now at a 7+ -130. He is averaging only 6+ Ks per 9 over his last 8 games. And now we're getting the 7+. Well, let's zoom it back, and he's 4 wins, 4 losses to that 7+ over his last 8 games. And that's over his last 8 games being called up off of the minor leagues. They brought him back up for a second stint in the majors, and the dude's been a beast. 8.2 strikeouts per 9 at home compared to 10.6 on the road. Not really a crazy sample size, 26 innings at home, 33 on the road. So I don't really want to put too much into it, but there is 2.5 right there that you really got to at least look at and be like, okay, it's there. Maybe he is striking out a lot more people on the road than he is at home. Well, his home ERA is a 4.05 compared to the road at a 1.62, and this guy is going to be home right now. And let's get into his K per 9s. This guy dominates the right-handed side at an 11.3 K per 9, and lefties at just a 7.9 K per 9. And they are projected 7 right-handed, 2 left-handed bats. The real lineup wasn't out yet, so I don't really like to bet on guys not in the book, but I found a way that I will bet them, and I'll talk about it head-to-head where I'm going to run them up against somebody later on. And he faced this team earlier this year. Let's talk about it. He went up against them on August 5th. This was the first time they called him up for a second stint in the big leagues, and it was on the road. And what did he do? He went out there and put his dick on the table when it said the numbers said that he shouldn't. The guy went out there, 5 innings, 0 hits, 0 earned runs with 8 strikeouts. And the numbers were 20.6 strikeout percentage, 250 average, 716 OPS, and a 152 ISO. Everything other than the walk percentage at a 6.5 said, oh, shit, maybe this guy gets it. But no, nothing said he was going to go out there and dominate him the way he dominated him then. And now when I run the numbers up to where the numbers are at today, they're worse than where they were then. They're walking at a 7%, striking out at a 24% clip, 225 average, 661 OPS, and the ISO is the same. So everything tells me Cabrera should go out there and do Cabrera things, especially if they put 7 right-handed bats in the lineup. Last time he faced them, I went and looked at the lineup. I broke it all the way down. He went 6 right-handed, 3 left-handed. So you give him that 7 right-handed, and oh, fuck, I love the spot I got him in later. So we'll talk about who I went head-to-head with him later on. And, yeah, I don't bet guys on pitch counts. Talk about that in a minute. Let's get into the third pitcher today. Shout out to the chat. We already got 40 live. Only 23 likes, not 40 likes. I think 40 likes should be for the 40 lives, guys. We in here printing money. Once we get to that 50 spot, we will recap it and get to the monies for the people who showed up late or who just missed the Dirty K show bet. So if you did just miss it and you want to be a hater and not hit the like, then go hit the rewind and watch that shit for yourself. And then let's get into Kyle Wright. 6+ at +124 this morning is now 6+ at a +118. Prize Picks has him at a 5 and his fantasy score at a 37.5. Kyle Wright versus the Nationals. He's at home here, so he's averaging 5.4 strikeouts over his last 8 games, K per 9. And then when you drop it back to the number 6+, He's 4 wins, 6 losses to the number 6+. So they're actually like baiting you to bet to the under here. And you're like, oh, it's the Washington Nationals. They don't strike out. Well, let's talk about the Washington Nationals and how they don't strike out. Home road splits real quick, guys. He does average a strikeout more at home than he does at the road, and he is at home here. And he strikes out left-handed bats at a 9.2 K per nine compared to righties at an 8.2, and they are projected 6 right-handed, 3 left-handed bats. Mr. Wright now gets the Nationals for the 3rd time this year, and this is now the Nationals without Soto and Bell. And he went up versus them on a back-to-back when they had Soto and Bell, and he went 7 innings, 3 earned runs with 5 Ks. The very next game, 7 innings, 2 earned runs with 4 Ks. We all know the Nationals are one of those teams pre-All-Star that just didn't strike out. Before they traded Soto and Bell, they were one of those teams you were afraid to run K-props versus. Well, their numbers now say the same thing. All year long, he's faced a team with a strikeout percentage of 18% or lower, and they're at 18. 20% or lower, guys, is phenomenal. 18 is just fuck me running, guys. So let's get into the other numbers. They're now batting .277 with a .765 OPS and a .162 ISO. This is the best numbers hitting-wise of the Washington Nationals Kyle Wright's going to see all year long. So I can't run him in this spot. I do think he hits it, but at the end of the day, I can't bet thinks. I don't bet ifs. If it was my aunt, if my aunt had balls, she'd be my uncle. I don't bet that type of crap, guys. I've got to have factual base in my numbers, not just, oh, I think since he got 5 and 4 with Soto and Bell, he should have fucking 6 without them. It just doesn't work out like that, guys. At the end of the day, I got to just be a little better than that and just be like, damn, if he gets it, cool. It doesn't bother me if a guy goes out there and hits it and I don't have money on it. I'd rather just not lose money. I hate losing more than winning at the end of the day. So I've realized the less bets, the better. And saying, nah, I'm not going to bet today is okay. And especially when we got NFL going. But I've got 2 bets in MLB going. We've already capped one. Hit the like. Once we get to 50, we'll hit the recap for the fellas. And Big Show's going to throw a link out there. I know you guys are my supporters and have probably already done it. But if you haven't already, go on over there after this show. Hit the little 3-minute video on my 2 prize pick bets that I do have money on tonight. And, yeah, do Sharpie a favor. Smash the like if you already haven't. And let's keep getting to the monies and talk about the 4th guy that I head-to-headed with Cabrera. And you might call me crazy, and I might get kicked in my nuts, but to put Max Scherzer now at a 7+ -126, you're fucking wild if you catch me betting the over. Now, can Max Scherzer go out there and get 7 fucking strikeouts on a pitch count? Yes. Yes, he can. But I'm going to fucking tell you to do it, bro. I'm going to be like, fuck it, bro. I think Cabrera gets 6 at worst. And especially if you load up some righties, I definitely see that 7 in that picture. So, yeah, I get a push on a head-to-head, guys. If you don't know how a head-to-head works, I'm going to run Edward Cabrera versus Max Scherzer on a head-to-head. I got it at a -126. If they get the same, I get my money back. If Cabrera beats him, I win. If Scherzer beats him, I lose. Head-to-head, guys. Now let's talk about he opened up 6+ at a -157, and now he's at a 6+ at a -233. That's where Price Picks has him, and he's not available fantasy score. Not available for a fucking reason, and we'll get to that. Home, he averages 10.7 K per 9. Road, he averages 11 K per 9. Lefties versus righties, pretty much dead the same, 10.9 K per 9. And if you don't know already on this show, you know I love Mad Max. He's probably one of my favorite pitchers to talk about, one of my favorite pitchers to bet on. I tell you all the time, after this show, after you go watch that NFL clip, if you haven't already, go watch this 10-minute video. It is one of the best videos I've ever freaking watched. Mad Max, Max Scherzer, the most psychotic pitcher in baseball. That's what it's called on YouTube. Take 10 minutes out your life and realize and watch how Mad Max became Mad Max. He went through a tragedy, and this guy became a robot. And I love betting on this robot, this cat-eyed robot man. But that's not for here. That's not for there. And let's talk about projected lineups is 5 left-handed, 4 right-handed. It doesn't matter. Like I said, this dude strikes them out both, and they both hit 205 to a respected 208 average off the mat. Let's talk about 42 in the black book. He has been on the IL since September 3rd. And he did pitch in a minor league game last Wednesday, guys. That actually surprised me when I went and looked. I was like, did he even pitch in a minor league game? Yeah, he actually had 7 strikeouts in 3.2 innings while only going 59 pitches. I don't bet guys on a pitch count. I don't bet guys on a pitch count. And I don't bet guys on a fucking pitch count. That's just not fucking good for business, guys, at the end of the day. Now, can they hit it? Yes. And will some of them hit it sometimes? Yeah, bro, I think cool. But he can get pulled at any given freaking moment. Why do I want my money on a guy that can get yanked at any given moment? And you know I keep track of these guys, especially a guy like this. If they're in my book, I track them. The last time he came off the IL, he threw 79 pitches, and I'm like, cool, I can project him for at least 90. No, Buck Showalters capped him at that 79 pitches. So I don't really know what Buck Showalter is going to do. The Mets need to win. They're only up a game, I believe, in the division race right now. Like, they need to win, but they also have a good enough bullpen, and Buck is not going to leave their pitchers out there, and he doesn't. He actually has a really quick hook, guys, and that sucks when you're betting a K prop. So the fact that he got bet up to a 7+, and the fact that I can't see him even going past 75 pitches, I'm going to go up against him versus Edward Cabrera. There's no way I could bet the man's under. He is Mad Max. He can get 7 strikeouts if they do allow him to go 75 pitches. If they allow him to go 60, I don't fucking think he can do that, guys. But at the end of the day, I don't bet dudes on fucking strikeout. I'm not going to bet you if you're on a pitch count. I'm not going to bet you if you're on an innings limit. He is on both right now. I'm not going to bet you coming off the IL. It's just not good for business, guys. So if you are on his over, please be very careful. Know that he's not going past that 75 pitch limit if he even gets to that 75 pitch limit. So I can't bet his under, but I'll take Cabrera head-to-head versus him. Please and thank you. Now let's get into the other Dirty K of the day. Smash the like if you haven't. 40-plus live. We ain't got 40-plus likes, so there's some people who ain't hit it yet. So do us a favor, do me a favor, and smash it like my dude Matt Stoney be doing. He smashes every damn like button, every damn comment, always showing up to the NFL one for me too. That's a trooper, bro, so I appreciate you more than you know. And let's get into it, guys. Corbin Burnes versus the Mets. Yeah, versus the Mets. The Mets who don't strike out. This is where I was telling you earlier, where everything's going to tell you to fucking head for the hills and run. Tuck your fucking tail and run. Sharpie going to tell you to do the other thing, and we going to go head first into that bitch. And let's talk about Corbin Burnes. I bet him 7+ minus 122. He's now at a 7+ minus 136. 6.5 on Prize Picks. Fantasy scores at a 36.5. He is only averaging this right here. 6.8K per 9, and they did give us a 7+ at a minus 122. Zoom it back. He's only 4 wins, 6 losses to that, 7+ over the last 10. So that's only a 40% win rate. So it's not always about just looking at a guy's average. Zoom it back 10 games and see, okay, what's his win rate to that? Then you can start to see, okay, well, this doesn't add up. No, that 7+ adds up. And I wouldn't have been surprised to see a 6+ because it is the Mets and the Mets don't strike out. But let's get into it and why this man's going to be 30K number 2. Home, averaging 12.4K per 9. Road, 9.4K per 9. Home, road, 3K different. This man is home. Let's talk about lefties, righties. Strikes them out the same. 11.2 from the left-handed side and 11 strikeouts per 9 from the right-handed side. They are projected 6 left-handed, 3 right-handed bats. Well, let's look at how they hit lefties, righties. Well, they don't hit them. Both are under the Mendoza line. Both are 199 to 197, respectively. Isn't a joke. Let's talk about my guy, the guy who's going to go win us some money. And, yeah, he gets these Mets, a team you normally don't want to run K-props versus, and I get it, guys. When the numbers say fucking head for the hills, you should probably listen to those numbers more often than not. Well, the numbers also said head for the hills the last time they faced him. And what did he go out there and do? 6 innings, 2 earned runs with 8 strikeouts. They were hitting at a 254 average, 721 OPS, and a 164 ISO. They weren't striking out at a 21% clip, and they weren't walking at a 4.5% clip. So he went out there and did the damn thing on the road. Now he's at home versus a 7 walk percent. They're not fucking striking out, and they are destroying the baseball right now. 285 average, 894 OPS, and a 212. 212. True, not 22. 212 ISO. They are destroying the baseball from the right-handed side. When all the numbers say, holy fuck, run, why are you doing this, Sharpie? Well, a lot of people have asked, how do you cap the playoffs? What do you do for the playoffs? Da-da-da-da-da. I throw numbers out, guys. You got to go on gut and intuition at times like this. And the Brewers are 2 games back of a playoff spot. This is their ace. I believe in betting on coaches as well as betting on pitchers. And Craig Counsell understands what he needs out of Corbin Burnes today. Corbin Burnes understands what they need out of him today. And that is a dominant performance. Good pitching beats good hitting. And I'm going to take the guy who averages 12.4 strikeouts at home, a 3K Ks average more at home than on the road, and in a spot where they need him to be big, guys. Give me fucking Corbin Burnes, please and thank you, in a must-win spot for these Brewers, guys. You got to win games when your ace is on the mound. So go out there and be that dude that they pay you to be. Corbin Burnes is going to go out there and manhandle these Mets when everybody thinks he's going to get hit. Everybody's talking about fucking Scherzer. No. Talk about the dude on the other side of the mound. The guy that's going to go out there and be out there 7+ innings and get us our strikeouts today. So even though the numbers will tell you, fuck, man, he can get destroyed here. No, I think this is where this man steps up and shows you why he was the reigning Cy Young from last year and why he's definitely still in the top 3 mix of this year. Just Sandy Alcantara has ran away with it. Already 42 likes, 50 live. Smash the likes if you haven't. We will get to 50 likes and we will cap the 2 dirty Ks of the day. Well, first we will talk about the Clayton Kershaw, number 22, going back up versus these D-backs in a back-to-back. Prize Picks has him at a 6+, 36.5 fantasy score, and his 6+ is at a -145. Last 8 games, zoom it back. Nope, he's coming off the IL now. This is now his 4th game off the IL. Can't tell you what he's averaging when a guy's coming off the IL, but we could look at how he's done to that number 6+, and he is 6 wins, 4 losses over his last 10 games to the number 6+ strikeouts. And to have it at a -145, whoa. And we all know what I did with him last week. I was afraid of this guy getting 6 strikeouts last week in Arizona because the strikeouts, this guy, we're going to go through his math, and he just dominates at home a lot more than he does on the road. And I expected a big dominant game from him. So we took his fantasy score because I knew he was going to go 6+ innings and get us the quality start. And I knew he was going to get us the win because the fucking Dodgers destroy Merrill Kelly. And that's who they got again today. So let's talk about Clayton Kershaw. And, yeah, my guy, your guy. And he killed it for us on that fantasy score last week. And home road, K per 9, he strikes out 11 K per 9 compared to an 8.3 on the road, 9.6 versus lefties, 9.4 versus righties. And they're projected 7 right-handed, 2 left-handed bats. That all favors Clayton fucking Kershaw because lefties are actually hitting 246 off the guy, while righties are hitting a measly $196. So the more righties you load up, the longer you can project this guy to go out. And, yeah, it looks like they're going to load him up again and try for their best. Yeah, let's talk about the great Clayton Kershaw. There's no back-to-backs this year to go off of, but off of betting K-props, getting 5 strikeouts the week before isn't necessarily mean, nope, can't run a guy because it's a back-to-back. No, that's when you can actually look at a guy to run on a back-to-back. You want to be scared at running a guy on a back-to-back who hit that 9, 10, 11, 12 mark because the laws of average, they are MLB players. They're not going to fucking strike out to you again like that. They're just going to swing first pitch, put the ball in play. It's better than striking out because striking out like that to you again, it's just bad. And they ain't going to do that. They're MLB players. So when you only get 5, then that's when the opportunities open up. But still, you're going up versus an Arizona team that just doesn't fucking strike out. Those are one of those teams that'll murder a K-prop, and they murdered your K-prop last week if you were on him, even though he went out there and went 7 innings, gave up 2 hits, 0 earned runs, 1 ball, but he fell short of that strikeout by 1. Well, now he's at home where he does average 3 more Ks per 9, but it's the back-to-back part. And I get Clayton Kershaw's a great pitcher. He's one of my favorites, but good pitching beats good hitting, and I expect this guy to go out there and do what he's done. And I think he can get 6, but I don't bet things. If I was to bet this game, I would drop him down to 5 and the Dodgers to win and get you like some even money, minus 130-ish. Drop it down that way. But Dodgers own Merrill Kelly. I said that last week when we were looking at his fantasy score. So I just don't have the balls to go out there and pull the trigger on Clayton Kershaw. The numbers don't say yes, but the numbers don't always mean everything, guys. But the math says yes, the numbers don't. And I've got to just listen to my gut. Back-to-backs have never been good for business, and that's just he has nothing in the makings right here to show me to go out there and run him now. I do get it. Good pitching beats good hitting, and he will pitch the team differently today than he did last time. He's got 3 nasty-ass pitches. He is that dude, but still, I got to just listen to my rules, and is what it is. Life's a bitch, then you marry one. So, couldn't get the 50 likes because you guys don't love me, but I'll still do it because you guys rock because we're close to it. So smash the like on your way in here if you show up to the show late. And we are on Gilbert 6+ strikeouts as the show bet, Dirty K. That will be the one that we will record for our 1K challenge. I am also on Corbin Burnes as a Dirty K. Now you need to go back and listen to that and make your decision to see if you want to bet it because the numbers tell you to fucking run. And I'm going to tell you, I ain't fucking scared. I'm going to take my shield and my sword. I'm going to run in there Corbin Burnes status, and I'm going to stab these Mets in the eye hole like I fucked these bookies in the eye hole. So until next time, guys, let's keep this train rolling. Do me a favor. Go into the chat where Pub Sports is right now, into the chat. Hit the link. Go check out my NFL props for this week, Monday night. Not this week, tonight's Monday night game between the Vikings and Eagles. It's 2.5 minutes. Do me a favor, smash that like over there too. Leave a comment over there so I knew you came over. And yeah, thanks for supporting Sharpie's Bets on Pub Sports Radio. Until next time, let's fuck these bookies in the eye holes, guys.